One Talmudic source claims that this is also how the Israelites sang the Song of the Sea when they left Egypt. The scene has changed, but not the sounds. Folk tradition links the origin of the Jews in Yemen to the period of the First Temple's destruction. Ancient Jewish customs, which have nearly vanished, have been passed on due to the Yemenites, who preserved them with utmost accuracy. Yemenites were always known for their precision. The rhythm begins with the Hebrew language. They are precise in their pronunciation of Hebrew, singing it in measured rhythm and always together. Hebrew is a rhythmic language. Every syllable must be emphasized. The Yemenites preserved the original Hebrew pronunciation. The reading of the Torah, the 5 books of Moses, is the foundation of it all. Most Jewish communities have only one qualified Torah reader. In Yemenite synagogues, each person called to the Torah reads for himself. As in Talmudic times, the reader is assisted by hand signals indicating the cantillation. During the Second Temple, the Jews in Israel did not understand Hebrew, and an Aramaic translation was necessary. A child reads the Aramaic translation of each verse. This is an ancient custom derived from the Mishnah, twice in the Bible and once in translation. Every syllable is a musical unit. The Yemenite chants date back even earlier than the cantillations developed in Tiberias in the 6th century. In a society in which togetherness means so much, important functions are assigned to everyone, even to children. Children are familiarized with the traditions of their forefathers starting at a young age. The Mishnah states that Bible study begins at age 3. Even today, Yemenite Jews, including those who are not particularly observant, send their children for religious studies after school. Rudiments of Torah reading and Yemenite tradition are taught by the Mori, the most significant educational figure. The melodies are fixed and designed to serve the text. The main purpose is to review the weekly Torah portion. For generations, the Yemenites have educated their children in this manner. This tradition continues unchanged. When the children turn into young adults and it is their turn to leave home, the majority still prefer to spend their time in an atmosphere of familiar sounds, at nightclubs for Yemenite music. Yemenite Jews have not closed themselves off from modern civilization. Their culture allows them to accept innovations while preserving their own lifestyle. This is a living, breathing, and persuasive culture. Along with the rigidly structured songs of men, another singing style exists which allows freedom to improvise, but all remains within the boundaries of ancient tradition. The music of Yemenite Jews is not considered part of Oriental Jewish music. It is a separate and unique tradition. Rhythmic discipline is preferred over the embellishments and trills that characterize music in other Islamic countries. Even among the Arab people, Yemen is esteemed as a country possessing the finest and most original music. Love can only be fulfilled through the holiness of matrimony. The folk songs of Yemenite women are drawn from the surrounding Arab environment. The women in Yemen did not know how to read and write and were exempt from prayer and Torah study. Since they could not sing from the diwan, they invented their own songs. These songs voice simple human emotions, the love of man for woman, of mother for child, a woman's feelings toward her husband, jealousy, themes that are not found in the songs of men. Not all women were sufficiently talented to compose and improvise. They had to possess exceptional artistic ability. There were always talented women whose songs were adopted by the community and passed on orally from mother to daughter. Members of the community called them the poetesses. The role of women's music was similar to the men's, to bring joy to the bride and groom. The wedding is the grandest and most festive event of all. The bride and groom are crowned as king and queen, and their status obliges them to behave with regal dignity. Everything is carried out precisely and meticulously. Weddings in Yemen took about 2 weeks and included 6 banquets and 3 breakfasts, 2 parties that lasted until dawn.